all we heard and all we've heard since Lamar Jackson was out, for a month actually, I didn't realize it was that long, but since Lamar Jackson went out, we heard, oh, all Lamar Jackson has to do is come back. All Lamar Jackson has to do is come back and everything is solved. The Ravens, they have an easier schedule moving forward. The toughest part of their schedule is out the way. All they need is Lamar Jackson to come back and we'll be fine. Then the initial thought was Lamar Jackson was going to come back a week ago against the Chicago Bears. That obviously didn't happen. But Lamar Jackson did make his return on Thursday Night Football against the Miami Dolphins, and the Baltimore Ravens won 28-6. Now, to nobody's shock, probably the first few drives, Lamar Jackson looked a little bit rusty. I mean, when you miss a whole month of professional sport, like you're going to be a little rusty. So he didn't look great his first few drives, but once Lamar Jackson started, getting his wind, and once Lamar Jackson started feeling more comfortable back in the flow of things, he looked like the Lamar Jackson of old. 204 yards, 4 touchdowns. He looked damn near a passer rating, or damn near perfect passer rating. And at least offensively, it looked like the Ravens that we're used to, at least this year. Derrick Henry, 19 carries for 119 yards. Zay Flowers, 64 yards. Isaiah Likely, 60 yards. Mark Andrews had 2 touchdowns. The reason why I wanted to sort of start with this is because, like I said before, like I said when Lamar Jackson was out, and like I'm saying now, Lamar Jackson was never going to be, how do I say this? Was never going to be the saving grace for this team. Lamar Jackson coming back was never going to just flip the switch and everything was good. The issue with this team was never Lamar Jackson. The issue with the Baltimore Ravens was the defense. Could their defense stop enough people, get enough stops so that the offense that was averaging 35 points, I believe, when Lamar Jackson was there, can their offense or can their defense stop enough people, which up to this point they haven't been able to. Remember, Lamar Jackson was what, 1 in 3 with this team. Which brings me to Thursday. While, yes, there are some positives to take away from this game, I don't want people to think that. I don't want people to put the Baltimore Ravens on this, oh, they're back to contender status, or, oh, they're back to Super Bowl, they're back to a Super Bowl caliber team, or they're back to the heights that let's slow down. Now, mind you, I'm talking in a position of somebody that picked the Baltimore Ravens to win the Super Bowl. And I'm telling people to slow down. Because, one, there were some great signs from the Baltimore Ravens this game. Again, Lamar Jackson coming back. After the first few drives, it looked like he was the same. Derrick Henry got back on track, had 119 yards again. There were things that looked the same, that looked great. Roquan Smith returned, and he looked good. There are some positives that you can take from this game. But there are also things that should be a sign of concern. One is, at least in the first half, the defense looked like the defense of old. The defense looked like they were about to give up 500, 600, 700 yards. I think at halftime they gave up like 350 or something like that. That's a lot of yards to give a team like the Miami Dolphins, and we're going to talk about them in a second. I said once they lost to the Bills. I said once they lost to the Chiefs. I said once they lost to the Lions. It doesn't matter. Obviously, Lamar Jackson is going to play like Lamar Jackson. Obviously, this offense is going to be great. I mean, at the time, they were like the second-ranked offense. Or first or second-ranked. This team is going to go as far as the defense takes them. And while, yes, the second half of this game, Monday, Thursday Night Football, the defense looked great. You forced, 4 turnovers, I believe? Yeah, you forced 4 turnovers. Or 3 turnovers. That looks great. But you're also playing against the Miami Dolphins. And I don't let's not make this the ceiling, because the goal isn't to beat a 2-6, 2-7 team. The goal is to win, to compete against a top tier team. And if the defense played like they played, look, there was a lot of instances in the first half where the Miami Dolphins should have scored. They were in the red zone a couple of times. They had interception. They had fumble. They had missed kicks. This score could have been much different at the half. In fact, Miami could have had a sizable lead if they weren't a bad team. I'm happy, and I like that Lamar Jackson return. I think that, that's obviously important for the Ravens. But like I said before, Lamar Jackson returning isn't going to save this team. It has to be the defense getting together. Now, I know a lot of people are going to bank on, Zach Orr has been getting killed majority of this year, and rightfully so. Like, you're the defensive coordinator, and the defense just looks putrid. However, last season, they were able to get their stride and catch their stride before the playoffs. A lot of people are saying they're hoping that could happen again. I don't know if that will, but, we'll see. Again, the first half of this game, the defense didn't look great at all. However, the second half, they kind of turned on. They forced turnovers. They forced Miami into bad situations. That's how it is. So I do want to say congratulations to the Baltimore Ravens for beating the Miami Dolphins 28-6. They kind of destroyed them, but again, we're talking about two teams that many people would hope are going and not hope. Many people would say are going in two completely different directions. Let's just say that. Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.